to our channel. So guess where you are? You're with the
Iku Sistaz.
Okay, like I say, sitting in the middle is like the best because they always come on cue. Anyway, if this is the first time you've actually come to see us or listen to us on our channel, just so you know, my name's Yinka.
My name's Mary, also known as Miss Iku.
I'm Rebecca.
Okay, yeah, so we are the Iku Sistaz, I said already. And, you've come to our channel and we're going to now talk about a couple of things that we've been discussing as sisters and things that, we feel like, a lot of people want to talk about and discuss and hear what's going on in certain things. So what's the question that we kind of have all been discussing this week, Tosin?
So today's question is marriage compulsory? And will pressure from like family and friends make you rush into marriage?
Wow. Whoa.
Whoa.
I always say the same thing.
Mary always wants to come with sound effects.
I mean, it's like Dickie D or whoever is sponsoring us, or what's his name? Because every day, whoa.
Oh, is he sponsoring us? Because let's
I
not
mean,
Yinka.
Yinka. Do we know him?
That's it's one of my favourite tunes. But anyway, back to the matter.
Don't worry, if you're watching, my sister,
talking to the mic.
my sister clearly likes you, so
as an artist,
so please,
as an artist,
yeah, just holler in it,
Talking to them.
Is he gonna watch? But yeah, anything's possible. Yeah. So,
Who wants to go first?
I mean, maybe you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Is marriage compulsory? I don't know. Like before, I used to think it was, but now I'm like kind of on the fence because I don't know. Like I feel like.
But what are we saying here? Is marriage compulsory? Like, does it have to happen?
Yeah,
do
like,
I have to get married?
Do you have to get married? Like, is that the final thing?
Yeah.
Like, when you have a relationship, is the end goal to get married?
Yeah. I don't know. Back in the day, like it was a must. I feel like when you like grow up in like a African, I'm like obviously we're Nigerian, a Nigerian household as well. It's like obviously like that's enforced in you that like you need to go, like grow up, get married, have kids, etc.
When you say enforced, like what do you mean?
Like it's like mandatory. If you're gonna have kids, you're not gonna have kids out of wedlock. Like, do you know what I mean? You have to be married first, etc.
Do you think that's a culture thing or a religion thing?
It both plays a part. I think because
culture.
obviously not in religion, because as a Christian, like you're seeing that like if you are gonna have even if you're gonna have sex, like you need to be married first. Do you know what I mean? You shouldn't have sex before marriage. So it plays a part, but also a cultural thing.
So
as well.
I'm gonna just throw something into the work. So you say it's a cultural thing, and I agree with what you're saying, but like we find that there's a lot of like with us, like there's a lot of us that have been brought up by just single mums. That so obviously our mums weren't actually married, or I mean maybe some were married and then got a divorce, or some, I don't know, might not have been married. I'm just throwing it out there. So it's like, okay, that's how you're saying it's been installed into us, but is that so that we can be better, do better?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I think so. I think as a parent, you want your child to do better than you. And that's probably why it's more pressure, because it's like you don't want your child to repeat your mistakes. So I don't know, like from my mum was married to my dad, but then obviously they got divorced. But from young, like obviously my mum just used to say to me, if I'm gonna have kids and stuff, like need to be married first and stuff like that. And obviously when I went to have like my first like child, I think like that's one thing that I was so scared to tell my mum, because like, oh, you're having like a baby out of wedlock, and then like it's like I hid my pregnancy for so long because
you
of
were
like
scared to tell your mum.
I was scared to tell my mum in the beginning. Yeah,
because if she's saying it's via culture, like, okay, if we're talking about in relation to culture with a lot of, for example, Nigerian parents.
I mean, Tosin's auntie is really so cool. So it's
it's not. I think what Tosin's trying to say is it depends. Like, for example, with some Nigerian parents, I'm gonna say Nigerian parents.
Yeah.
If, for example, you was now to get what's it called, pregnant or whatever, they will now go to the man like, okay, so what's the response? Are you gonna be responsible? Are you two now gonna be together?
Which is what happened.
So that's how like Nigerian parents, they kind of do that, and maybe other African cultures do the same thing as well.
Maybe.
But I'm only just talking about Nigerian parents.
I heard that. I do understand that that's how they
And
that's probably the norm or whatever.
Yeah.
But from what I can see, because it's happening to so many of us, I think they've kind of laxed on that. So
maybe
like
now they have.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like literally now, I feel like they have laxed on that, because I'm coming from an era where obviously again my mum's not around, and when I had when I was pregnant, it was like I had to go towards my dad, and like I feel like my dad is, for me, he's more the crazy one, like the one that's gonna come for you like, hello, hi, bullets, what are you doing with my child? And you know what, yeah, when they did come with that, okay, so what's going on here, are you not coming to marry? I had to step in because I already knew my situation. My situation wasn't normal. And I had to say to him, Dad, that's please, 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 I don't want to embarrass. Please just stop that. I don't want that. And you know what? My dad stood back. He listened to me and he just said, okay, it's fine. He then went back to the family and said, you guys just make sure you look after. Do you get it? Like, he didn't try to enforce because my dad actually listened to what I had to say. And I feel like a lot of parents, the Nigerian parents, they're more like that now. Because I have like a few cousins.
I don't know if they're blacks.
They really,
I feel like maybe it's not.
I do feel like maybe some, because
I don't think they're
think
blacks,
about
though.
how many, I don't know about yourself, but Tosin, think about how many cousins, brothers, sisters that we have that have had kids.
That's now, Mary.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I feel like now they
but
have
I'm
lacks.
talking on like back then.
But then,
so like obviously,
But
then,
even
I was 25, and obviously it might not be young to other people. But I feel like I was still young. I hadn't finished uni. I hadn't accomplished much. Do you know what I mean? So they're going to tell my mum that I was pregnant and I hadn't even accomplished anything yet, and I was still living under her roof. That was scary to me. And then when obviously she accepted it, she was fine and stuff. It wasn't about me being pregnant. It was more because I'm not married and I haven't really accomplished anything yet. And then like she did have that conversation with my then partner and with his mum about like maybe marriage and stuff. And I already knew he went on that right then. Do you know what I mean? So that was awkward already for me. Do you know what I mean? So, but I feel like I've come to a place in my life like now where like, it's not that compulsory to me. Like, I feel like I'd even be fine if I never got married. And I wasn't like that before. Like, I was so bang on marriage. Like, I really wanted to get married. But, like, what's the point of getting married to someone and, like, you end up hating each other? That might not even be your life partner. Do you know what I mean? I'll be content just being with someone and just being happy in a relationship. Like, I don't even feel like I have to get married anymore.
That's kind of like, and I'm not being rude, that's kind of more like a Jamaican way of doing things, because it's like the Africans, they feel like it's a must. Marriage is a must, whereas Jamaican, especially the men, they don't feel like they have to marry you.
But there's a lot of African guys as well that if you speak to them, then it's more like settling for the girl.
That's like now.
Yeah, definitely.
So when we're talking about back then, you know, the whole thing of having baby mothers, and it's never been a thing for certain cultures to marry their baby mothers. However, within an African culture, I don't even think it's just Nigerian. If you impregnate someone, it's like you have to marry them by force.
I feel like it's
now
easier
when you see that by force. For me, I don't rate that as well. I know I've got friends that got married, and within 3 months this boy has proposed, and I look at it and I think,
and you know what's going on.
Do you understand? I feel like, is this natural marriage and
proposal? You know, like within a couple months they're gonna announce, hey, they're pregnant.
Yes,
you know
exactly. Sometimes even in the traditional, you can see the little bump.
You can see the
for her clothes. Do you know what I mean?
Now, for me, this is why I was so happy when my dad, when he actually listened to me, and I was like, Dad, please, this is not where it's going. This is not what I want. And I couldn't believe it, because God knows that my dad was, I would have just felt like he listened, and he was like, it's not by force. If you don't want the two families, at least they just need to make sure that they're going to do right by the child. But we don't, you know, because even with the whole, after the child's born and you have the 7 days and both families are coming together and having to do all of that, I even think that when you're not even in the relationship, it's kind of like, it's just giving off like, it's giving up mixed vibes, because a lot of the times few people thought that me and the father of my child, based on the things that we had to do for cultural reasons, we're still together. Do you get where I'm coming from? And it wasn't that. But, you know, we had to just give that respect to the family or whatever. But I just showed my dad that, Dad, like, you know that I wouldn't tell you anything that you know, if I didn't feel like it's not for me. And this thing about, you know, my auntie's calling this person, daddy's calling this person, this Nigeria. No, we're not gonna do any introduction. We're not gonna do any of that. And you know, I'm actually forever grateful for my dad, because some parents would not listen.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like it's more of like a Nigerian thing. Obviously, I'm Nigerian, so I don't really know about other cultures and stuff. But I know for a fact, if he was Nigerian, we'd probably be married by now. because I feel like obviously he
What, they would force it?
Yes, they would force it, and I feel like a lot of Nigerian guys, would allow themselves to be forced because they know they're Nigerian. And where we've grown up, having that mentality that if you get a girl pregnant or if you get pregnant, you lot are gonna get married. So I feel like with Nigerian guys, it'll be easier
and I
for
feel
them.
like this
do you
is
know what
where,
I mean, to
not
get
in a
twanged,
rude
and
way,
that's why they do it.
and I'm not saying it's okay, but this is where like men start throwing in, nah, you're not having it though. Because they, like you just said, they know that their mum's going to force them to marry you.
Exactly.
And
they
they're
don't
thinking,
want to
I'm
marry
not
you.
trying to marry you. Do you get
They're not
it?
trying to trap me.
So I'm not condoling a man that will tell a girl, oh, but you have to think, some of these guys are thinking, fam,
shook at their mum.
this one is going to get me going to the altar by force. But the question is now here, like, would you be okay with that? A guy going by force to the altar?
To me?
Yeah.
With me, listen, if I know that he's not on it, that conversation is not even happening. Do you know what I mean?
So like,
Obviously,
you'd go back to your mum and say, Mum, dead,
like she knows now. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, after having my first son, I told her, look, that's not what I'm on. I don't want to get married and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, and she respected that and she left me to it.
That's why I felt like, even when you said about the whole, how her perception,
because
she's
you
such
need to remember as well, at that time,
understanding
like,
woman.
Remember, like, a lot of people, they have that dream of like, once you turn 25, you're going to be married with a child. Like, so many of like,
does everyone have that dream?
Yes,
A lot of
most
people have
women.
that kind of,
I don't know why I never had that dream.
A lot of girls
they have that
that I've heard
perspective
of,
that like when they get to a certain age, like by a certain age you're gonna have this. By a certain age you're gonna have
Did
this.
you not have that?
Yeah. I thought by 25 I'd be at least married and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
I never
No,
felt like.
I know the age.
I know.
But I never.
I feel like education. That was the most that I kind of saw. Even child, I didn't know when I would have a child.
I thought I'd be married and have a child, like literally when I was 25.
But is that
my
because
mum
you
was
brought
married
up
and
like
had a child
within a big family?
And you grew up within like you had a lot of
you
siblings
had a lot of
around
siblings.
you.
Yeah, and like you was
and
kind
my
of
mum
looking
was
after
married and had a
children.
child by then. Yeah, exactly.
You know,
do you know what I mean?
You know.
So because of that, around that time, do you remember there was like a season where loads of people just kept getting married, like, and so many of my mum kept going to so many weddings, like of all her friends' daughters and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like with aunties as well, man, they're always watching their friends. So it's like, oh, this one's friend's like daughter's getting married, and like they're coming to ask, oh, how's Tosin? Like, has she got married yet? Like, obviously they know I've had a baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they don't want that embarrassment. Do you know what I mean? Of the fact that like you've had a child out of wedlock and stuff. So there's that pressure as well. But I had to let her know, like, look, I don't care about what your friends are saying. Like, I need to live my life for me, and I'm not getting married. Like, if I'm not. Like, do you know what I mean?
Do you know the thing is that when I obviously come to yours and stuff, and you know your mum has like conversations with me, and she will say things like, you know, obviously she'll say my Nigerian name, like she'll say Ranti, like I feel like it's everyone, isn't it? Like no one's really getting married these days.
Yeah,
and I'm
she
like,
knows
I'm
now.
like, yes,
Yeah,
auntie, it
she
is
knows.
everyone, and I love when the aunties are starting to understand.
Yeah,
because
they
I
understand
can't
now.
lie, I've got the most amount of cousins, and when I say there's literally, it's not even a handful, it's a percentage that I can say that are married. Well, there's bare of us that are unmarried.
I know, they know now.
And so like they're starting to really understand that like my auntie, a lot of my aunties, this is how they will start the conversation now.
Yeah.
Auntie, you okay? Say, yes, auntie, I'm fine. She's like, okay then, how's Niare?
Where's
Yeah,
your
she's
husband?
fine. No, now they'll be like, are you okay though? I'll be like, are you going out? I'm like, yes, auntie. Are you meeting people? Yes, auntie. They're all stupid, innit?
Yeah, they
like,
know, innit?
They
Yeah,
know now.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
10 years ago, it's like,
Where's your
auntie,
husband?
are you
I don't have
okay?
that.
Which one is that?
I
Where's
don't
your
have that.
husband? That's the first, they will be attacking you.
I don't have that.
You
That's
will
good
even
then.
be
I don't
scared
have
to
what
go
she's
to their
saying.
house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good. That's good that you don't have that.
No,
because it's
I
annoying.
don't know. My aunties don't come and when if like
That's what I'm
aunties see
saying.
me,
It's good that they don't do that to you because
No, they
there's
come
pressure.
to me like they try pressure me.
Oh, they
Like, that's what I'm
pressure
saying,
you.
I don't have that. Like,
No,
when I see aunties,
but
they'll-
this,
older
but
aunties,
this
they'll
is,
come
but
and talk
this
to
is
me.
like, I'm talking about back then. So now the aunties are still pressuring you.
Yeah, they'll pressure me, but the thing is,
them
no, but
aunties.
them aunties that pressure me, it makes me laugh because they all come to me and they'll be like, Yinka, so what's going on? Where's your husband? Where's your child? Oh, what's happening?
But these aunties
And then-
aren't happy in their own marriages, though.
That's why.
Do you know what I mean?
And then I'll be like,
don't
auntie,
come-
let me not shake your
Please.
table.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't come because I swear the
No.
other
I'm
day.
like, auntie, let me not shake
I
your
swear the
table.
other day.
So it's okay. But
What's
I
her
always say
name?
to them,
DFS. She
they
put
should
up
do-
like
Who?
some type of. Is it DFS?
No, DS. No,
Yes,
I honestly,
Dorcas.
yeah. She put up something on her she put it on her Instagram about like, you know, she done like the thing that everyone's doing, but where's your husband? You know,
Oh, the
thing like
TikTok.
that-
yeah,
TikTok,
the
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah,
So she
yeah.
did something like that. Come and see the way people are going for her. But sister, I'm happy in my marriage. Sister, what are you
really?
talking about? She said, sister,
No, but those people, those
it's
are the ones that
only-
insecure.
Those are the ones that got problems.
Exactly. She was like, directing it to anybody. I'm just saying that sometimes this also happens. That someone's asking us where our husband is, but auntie, like you lot just said, face your front. They was coming for her in the comments, and I was just like, "Rough." People are really
I feel
triggered.
like aunties like that. I don't know. Maybe they haven't got nothing better to do.
They're not happy in their relationship.
But do you think that they're doing it with intent, or they're just doing it sometimes because they're genuinely
nosy?
No, they're nosy.
Do you know what?
If you've got nosy,
they're nosy.
I've got some aunties that they genuinely they want us to be happy.
Yeah, but those ones, they will have a conversation with you.
Exactly.
They're not the ones that.
Do you know what? Yeah, most of my aunties
What
that
about your-
genuinely
what
want
about
me
that-
to be.
What about that auntie
Which
that
auntie?
comes to your house?
No, she's talking about the one that always.
She will say, you guys are fine, but there's no man.
You know what I'm talking about? That always likes to abuse us.
You know?
She likes to cuss us and say stuff
That
like.
auntie, bro.
That likes to cuss us. And
Yeah,
say,
she
"Oh,
always
come
says,
on," but she doesn't
where's
show
your people's
shade.
man? And
The tall one.
Yeah,
She talks like herself.
yeah.
No, she's talking about the auntie that when we sometimes come to see you, we'll come to auntie's house.
Yeah.
And then she'll go and shade us. She'll throw shade
bless
for
her.
us.
She lost her son to COVID, so she's not really.
She
like
lost
that,
her
anymore.
son.
To COVID, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, God rest his soul. So she's not, but yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, she's like, I love her, man. Literally, like, she'll probably throw shade at us and ask
No,
where
she
our
throws
husbands are and
shade
stuff
like
like
it's
that.
funny.
But
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
but she don't care. Literally, like even when my ex used to come round, she used to be
never
like, "When are
cared.
you gonna marry like my niece and stuff like that?" Like she's funny.
proper raggo.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying. People like that, they're not doing it with like a bad intention. They're
No.
literally just
Yeah,
doing it.
Like,
sometimes,
you
to
lot
make,
got-
sometimes to make the situation lighter.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
she does it so
But
that
there's
we don't
difference
feel
though.
like we are.
But there's two different.
But do you know why I
That's the
don't?
thing.
Do you know why I couldn't even care? There's too many of us that are single, so it can't be us.
So many
but it's-
people,
but it's
yeah.
different,
yeah.
it's different.
But I used to feel away.
No,
Why?
I've
No,
never.
because
Why
I
would you
feel
feel
like sometimes, yeah, like even like young people like us that are married and stuff that have their husbands, like they act a certain way, like they're better than you when they're married.
That's their own.
Like no, I'm saying I know it is, but I'm saying they make you feel away, like they're better than you when they're married.
And what do you mean in like a group of friends? If one is married and then they
just
make
like
you-
when they're out and stuff, and when they talk about being married,
Who?
and
The
obviously
younger girls?
No,
Or-
girls
No,
our
she's talking
age,
about
maybe
people that are,
someone
like,
a few,
married and stuff.
yeah, like our age group, kind of. Do you know what I mean?
So
Like
maybe-
the mid
Do you know?
20s, like
but the only
mid
the
30s
way I
and
see
stuff.
it is that the only way it's kind of going to affect you is if you feel like that's bothering you. Is it? Do you get me? Because if someone
maybe it
talks
was
like that,
bothering me
I
at
actually
that
just
time.
blank them out. 'cause
Yeah,
I just
maybe it
think,
was
like,
bothering me.
that
I
are
know
like
that
that.
there's things going on in your relationship.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is that no one should sit here and think, oh, I feel like the marriage people are going through things, because I've got an older sister and I can't lie. Like when I think about marriage, like I look up to them. Do you get it? Because I see that even if they might have issues, and that is big might, I literally think my brother-in-law is like, I really think he's the 2%. I think that man's great. Like, not only does he make sure he provides for his family, he makes sure that my sister's okay as well. Like, do you get it? She goes to work, she's independent. The kids, they kind of like, they don't lack for nothing. My nephew goes to like private school and that. And then they still have that balance of they go on holiday without the kids and with the kids.
Yeah.
When I come to the house, I never feel any type of funky vibe or anything. I'm not saying that they don't have their own issues, but what I'm saying is, and I can really, really look into this, that they really, they found something that works for them.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, when I go into their settings and their family orientation, I look at that and I feel like at some point I would like to get to this. Do you understand?
But I'm saying, but if it's not that, I don't want it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
I've reached peace at this stage in my...
That's why when they say to marry your friend,
You really do.
Yeah.
or marry your best friend.
I
Yeah.
can't lie,
Yeah.
like the way that my sister's husband, it's true what Yinka's saying. Like, it's like I don't see them as like some funky old couple. They're literally they are friends, and they and the kids as well. They come to them. You can see the kids are happy.
Yeah.
I don't see honestly, like my nephews and nieces, they're gonna come and say, Auntie, why's mommy shouting like that? Or why they're gonna come and talk to me, and they just them kids are always at peace, and I feel like something's working. They also have au pair. You know, when you got lots of kids, that could help too. Maybe your husband au pair, help with the kids.
Oh yeah.
You know,
kids,
things
yeah,
like that.
because
Men
when
need
kids
to
come into a
understand
relationship, it
that
definitely
it's not.
does.
I know that. Yeah, we're great mothers.
Yeah.
But when it's multiple children,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
man needs to kind of look at it and think, what can I do to try and
Help.
help my wife
Yeah.
to make sure that when she comes home, like she's still got time for the
But that's
kids.
because of the
She's
West.
still
That's
got
because of
time
the-
for me.
That's because of the mentality that we have within this westernized society. If we were living in somewhere like Nigeria, that would be nothing.
Yes,
that would just
literally.
be facts. That's what it is. But because we're living in the UK, they deem it that no, you can't do anything. That's not.
I
really
can't lie
correct.
to you. All the correct husbands that I know, so I've got like, big up. I know they've got au pairs in the house. If
Okay,
you've got
yeah, my
three or
mum
more
had au
kids,
pairs
if you've
when
got
we was
3 or more
younger.
kids, which one is me? But looking after
Yeah,
these
but
kids
Yeah,
by
they had
myself.
au pairs.
Are they Nigerian?
They are, but they're English though.
Yeah, but maybe when they were growing up, they kind of, or maybe when they went to stay in Nigeria for like maybe 3-4 months, they had like au pair looking after them when they were younger. So
Yeah,
they're
no, I
used to
heard
these
that.
kind of
Yeah,
things.
that's true.
When you're kind of used to, or you've seen
But
that
then
within your
even like
lifestyle,
the
then it's
kind of
cool.
like the Caucasian culture, I feel like they kind of, or am I
No, but
confused? They
if you
kind of
talk-
like they do
They
get
do
au
that.
pair
They
in
have
that.
nannies.
nannies.
When they have
nannies.
money.
Yeah, they have nannies.
As long as you got money, then yeah,
anything is possible.
definitely.
I mean, then that's why we say marry rich, okay?
Marry rich and marry your best friend.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'm not trying to like live a life where like I'm literally just living for you
The bare
people.
minimum.
Yeah.
Not even bare minimum for you people. Like,
Yeah.
yes, I've got children, but does that mean I need to run mad?
And, like,
Yes, I've got a husband. Does that mean I need to run mad?
Yeah. Imagine like going to work and then also having to look after kids and then also trying to keep your husband happy.
And then also trying to have some business on the side.
Yeah, like literally you go mad, you know what I mean? And then that's why some
people don't go
marriages.
in, and that's why some marriages like shatter. That's why they come. But then it also it's like, I don't know, maybe people are so, they just want that thing. I want to be married. They just want to say I am married.
Yeah.
And that's why some people, they
It's
kind of
definitely a show for some people,
some
you
people
know.
just want to say
Literally.
I am
Is
married.
it why?
That's
Is
an
it why you
accomplishment.
think like the wedding is so massive, and then
Yeah.
a year later
Literally.
Like,
there's
you see,
Like,
divorce?
some of them ain't even
Weddings.
got a home yet, and they're doing
Things
like
are
all
massive,
these
massive.
big weddings. I
But-
just don't
and
get
some
it.
of
I
them
mean,
do big
but
weddings.
for me, I can't lie. One of the
I can
one
see
of
you
the,
doing a wedding
No,
like
yeah,
that.
because one of the things I dream about, if I do think about wedding, I do want a nice big. Because I feel like it's just like. I just feel like I've always wanted that. You know, when you said you saw, like, by the time you're a certain age, you wanted
Yeah.
certain things.
Yeah.
I've always kind of just wanted a certain type of dress, a certain type of look, a certain type of wedding. And I feel like every girl, irrespective of what it is, whatever is deemed a fairy tale to you,
Yeah.
you kind of should get that.
You should, yeah, but
Yeah, you should get
I'm
what-
the opposite to you. Like, I'd be happy to not have a lot of people. I wouldn't want people I don't know at my wedding.
I mean, I know all the people.
Oh, okay, cool, yeah. But you know, there's been like
No, you're
times when
talking
we've
about
gone to
the-
weddings
you're
we
talking
don't
about the
even
aunties that
know.
will come with their 500.
No, I'm talking
you
about
just
young
meaning
people that
people
treat
in
weddings
general.
like a
That's how
rave
they
now.
do them.
Tossing would,
That's how they
Yeah,
do
I
would you
would
rather
like-
just do
that's
like
how they do.
I'll do a destination wedding.
oh, destination,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
literally.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
when you say destination wedding, would you do destination wedding as your traditional and your actual white wedding? Would you do
I
everything
don't even know if I
destination?
do traditional, you know.
Not
I'd
with
literally-
your mum, you're gonna do
You'll do
traditional.
traditional.
Don't come
No,
and
with
don't
auntie,
come
traditional.
Don't come and
what I
try
mean.
and take
Is
my
it
auntie's
auntie,
traditional
is it my
away
mum's
from
wedding
her.
or is it my
Get
wedding?
out
Oh,
of
that's
here.
it then. With
All
auntie,
right,
auntie
cool.
will
She can
never-
have my traditional
Auntie
then.
will
Are you
never-
all right?
auntie
Or
will
are you
never
all
let that
right?
happen. You
Are
have
you
to do
okay?
traditional. You have to do traditional.
She can
Auntie
have
will
mine.
never let that
It's a
happen.
waste of money, man.
But traditional, you can make your money back because people are gonna be.
Do you know what,
buying
yeah,
that
I'm so shy. I wouldn't want all that attention on me. Like,
Okay.
literally, they're
No,
so
there's
big
some-
and
you've
there's so
okay.
many
started
people.
again.
But then-
I don't like
You've
it.
started
though.
again.
Okay.
But then in someone else's wedding, Tosin will
not-
be there
But why
drinking
you
the
listening
drink
to
out.
that?
Different.
Come on, just go with
Can
it.
I do that on my
Get-
wedding?
get with
Can I
the
be
wedding
getting
as
lit
your
on my
wife.
wedding
Yeah,
day?
How many girls
could
do
be
you know
getting
get
lit
lit
like
on
that.
their
Yeah, you
wedding?
can.
Of course.
So many girls get lit
Even
on
me,
their
I'm
wedding.
going to drink and end up in the dustbin.
You're gonna
for the
drink
first-
on
on my
your
wedding.
wedding?
On my wedding. on
No.
my wedding. No, because that guy.
I think that's the worst time
He's
to
actually
start.
marrying me, and I'm like, we're gonna do this, innit?
Wow.
I'm
Yeah,
drinking.
you shouldn't
I'm
drink on your
drinking.
Maybe
wedding.
wait
If
until
you're
the
gonna-
wedding
if
night.
you- Maybe wait on exactly. Listen to what
Yeah.
Sophie said.
I mean,
if she waits until
can
the
I
wedding
not-
night
can
and
I
she
ju-
drinks, she'll fall asleep.
Can I
She
just
won't
not
make
have a?
it
Can
to
I
the
not have a
actual
sip
tent
so
of the
that
wedding.
I can just? Can I not have a sip? I'll have a sip. On my,
Have a shot.
You know when they're
Have
doing
a
the
shot.
cheers.
Why are you
I'm-
entertaining this?
Oh my god, I'm really gonna do it.
All right,
I'm not even
then.
playing with you
All right,
guys.
then.
I'm doing
If you
it.
say so, I don't.
I'm doing it.
My man will be thinking, what did I?
What did I? What did I say?
You'll be like, oh my god. Imagine though. If
But you know how many
imagine if
guys
Mary
always
drinks
say
and
to
she's
me?
quiet.
Do you know how many
Well,
guys
that
always
would be
say to me?
scary.
Do you know how many girls
Her
say to me
quiet.
that? Oh, you're both mad. Do you know how many guys always say to me that? Oh. I like the way you. I like the fact that you don't drink, but I beg you drink just once. I just
Why
want
do
to see.
people like
I just
do
want to.
peer pressure?
I
don't
just wanna
understand.
see
they
how
wanna
it's gonna
they
look.
can turn you.
Tell me to what?
No,
I'm
not
already
turn you.
mad.
I
But
rate
I wanna
that. You
see
know,
they
my
can
mum's
check
never
you.
drunk as well.
Has
She
it?
always said her little speech in it that she always says, "I don't drink alcohol. I only drink
just,
Coke."
just give me coke.
Who says that?
My mum, she don't drink. She's never
I'll
drunk
be
as
like,
well.
yeah,
She's like
I'll
you.
just be there, just drinking. Just give me coke, chilled coke. That's all I want.
Yeah, but then
That's
Auntie's
too
the life of.
funny.
She's the life of the party. Do you get it? So
Yeah,
she
but
don't need.
I feel like if
alcohol.
you drank, you will be silent. So you should not
It's-
drink on your wedding day. Because imagine you drink and then you're silent. Your husband will now be, what, am I married?
Silence.
Yeah, but maybe that's not what.
I mean,
if
this
your
is-
husband is marrying you, he's marrying you for you, innit?
Yeah.
For you, loud, merry personality.
No.
Eh?
Okay, cool.
So
cool,
you're
cool,
not
cool.
allowed.
We've told you that we are on the previous show. We have said we are changing and we are better people.
But loud is, I
We're
don't
now
mean loud
shouting
like
them
shouting.
out
I mean
loud.
loud as as in like
For
your
future,
your
high
personality.
future husband.
Sorry, the way that she just starts.
Oh, is he watching?
He might be,
I don't know.
Listen, imagine like how many years you know, down the line, and then he says, you know, I used to watch your episodes every
Then
day.
look in the camera then. Don't be looking at me. I'm not your husband.
Oh my
You're not
gosh.
okay. Come on.
Why are you
What's your own interjection of this?
Is
What
marriage
is it?
compulsory?
Is a compulsion, innit?
My introduction. Okay, so I in regards to it being compulsory, I don't think it is as compulsory as I probably used to think before. So I don't think like, oh my God, it's the end result for anything. But I would, if I'm gonna be with somebody, like now, if I'm getting into a relationship, a serious relationship, my end result will be that we're gonna be together, and the end result will be that we're gonna have kids and get married. That's how I'll see
So that means
things.
it is compulsory.
No,
then?
it's not compulsory for me. Like, to me, I don't, like, before, I used to be like, okay, I want to get married, I want, like, the way you were thinking before, that's how I used to be thinking, like, when I get, that's it.
Yeah.
But now, with maybe things and stuff that's happened, and
So you're not in a
life and
rush?
stuff, like, I'm not in a, if I'm getting married, I want to make sure it's actually
For the
real.
right reason.
I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
just
yeah,
get married just to
definitely.
get married, to tick it and be like, I am married.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I wanna
Exactly. It's like a tick off
I don't
for
want
some
a tick off
people.
box. I just want to get married.
I literally don't do tick off for
and me,
anything in
I
my
want to
life.
be
Married
I want to
gang.
marry
What's
too.
that?
Yeah, I'm not part of that.
What is that?
Calm
Because
down.
not to be rude, I could be in married gang, the 3%. My next night, then the rest of the percent.
Their husbands are out here.
Active.
Literally.
No, but my
Their husbands are out
people used
here.
to all be
And
like,
then people
oh,
are
no
laughing
one
at
will want to
them.
call me because I'm married. No,
So
I'm
I
not.
don't want to
be a no tick.
Yeah, I want to marry and marry for the right reasons. I marry like my best
the
friend,
right
like proper.
reasons, yeah.
Like that's what I want. I want to
Yeah.
marry and be building.
Okay,
like,
can I
building up
ask
as
something?
well.
Are you people afraid of divorce? Because that's the problem that I have now. I'm really not afraid of it. So that's where I'm now scared because, you know, like,
You are scared or you're not scared?
I
of it?
am because
you're scared of divorce.
basically. No, she's scared.
I'm not afraid to divorce somebody.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why I'm scared for this marriage thing.
Because
you
you know
know
if
there's
you
some
don't like it, you'll
girls,
just get
yeah,
divorced.
and this is, for me, this is actually the way to kind of, this is the way to think about things. When you're in a marriage, it's different from when you're doing boyfriend and girlfriend, yeah?
Yeah.
So when you're in a marriage now, there's certain things, your tolerance, it
Yeah.
needs to be a bit more like,
Yeah,
you need
definitely.
to be able,
Yeah.
do you understand? Because one, you can't just get up and divorce someone. They were saying the other day, I think we were both in a conversation in a clubhouse on stage. Your husband cheats on you, a kid, he has a kid out of that situation. Are you leaving him in a marriage? Do you understand? Now, in a relationship, I mean, I feel like that there's no thinking about it. Some girls wouldn't even leave in a relationship.
they wouldn't.
However, in a relationship, it's like really bouncing. I think I said, in a marriage, yeah, I mean, I feel like I would, this is why I'm saying I'm not scared, because I'm happy to leave that marriage because you've done that to me, but I'm still happy to take those kids and let these kids still be, growing up together. Do you understand? But I'm, for me, I'm not sure if I can see
Wait,
you.
hold on. So when you say let these kids grow up together, are you saying let these kids grow up together and we are still together, or let
No,
these kids
that's
grow
what
up
I'm
together?
saying. But remember, we still have that connection because now my daughter
Has got a
and your
brother.
So I
son.
thought you were saying you would stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
No. What I said is that I would come out of the marriage.
Oh, you're saying you would leave the
I
marriage?
would leave the marriage,
Oh,
but
okay.
I would still then bring the
Because
children.
a lot of
up
people were
together.
saying that they would stay in the marriage.
A lot of people were saying they would stay in the
Yeah.
marriage. However, they would be aggy with the kids.
That didn't make no
that
sense
makes
at
sense.
all.
They
Don't
don't
be
need to be
arguing.
arguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not the child. It's nothing to do with the
Exactly.
children.
Okay, but some people were then coming for me, say, Mary, but you need to listen to this. Some people take pain in a different way. And I was saying, okay, but
then
then
the kids
in
are
that
not
sense,
they're
let's
innocent.
find the things that we help reduce our pain. Like either whether it be God, whether it be chewing ice.
It's
whether it'll
understandable to be
no,
angry, but after time,
with
you
the
would
child,
have to accept the child.
They gave an
Not
example.
to the child. Not to the child.
No,
I'm
but-
saying angry at the husband.
Yeah, to be
or-
angry at the
No,
husband,
they
that's
were
fine.
saying every time they see the kid, one girl even said she's killing the husband and
I
the
heard
kid.
it,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
too much.
That's too
If
much,
if
yeah.
someone said that, that's too much, because at the end of the day, the child is not got.
I mean,
part.
that's.
The child is,
I
the
feel
child
like
is not playing
not
a
in
part
a
in
rude
that.
way,
Yeah.
and this is what I did say. Like, I feel like maybe because of how we've been brought up, maybe that's why we see things in a different hindsight.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
we've
it's
been
true.
brought up in a
Because
polygamous
maybe because of
family.
your,
Yeah,
with
but
like
I
your
don't-
dad and
do you
stuff.
understand?
I personally think even if I wasn't brought up to have so many like half brothers, half sisters, and so I don't think I will change the way I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see, with me personally, I don't see like why the child should now be at fault. The child has nothing to do with the
You're a
situation.
good person, but let's be honest. If you're gonna see that baby, your natural instinct is not gonna be to go and cuddle that baby and
obviously,
be
it's
all
not-
loving and
It might
stuff.
not be like that, but at the same time, I'm
No,
not gonna
but
now have
you
spirit and mean
lot
things.
already know my situation, yeah. That's my natural instincts.
to go and the first time you see the child to go and hug that child and be there. No, I couldn't.
Okay,
Sorry,
I don't-
Was you not there?
No, I don't remember. Was I there?
Yinka, you was doing the same thing.
Yeah, I was. Okay,
No, but
I
it's been
can't-
time though. It's been
been
time,
time, it's
hasn't
been
it?
built.
Yeah, but it's
Time
still
has
the,
gone.
but
You've
it's
had
still,
time to
but it's,
heal.
but it's still the first time. But
I know, but you still had
but
time
let
to
me tell you
heal,
something. There was
though.
no healing for me when it came to the children. The children didn't do anything to me. You know, my perspective on things. And
But we're
this is why
agreeing
I'm.
with you.
No, Tosin isn't.
No, I'm
She's
saying I
saying
was
she
need
would still
time. I
need
would
time
need
to
time.
heal. I didn't
I'm
need
not
one
saying
piece
that-
of time.
No,
But
I'm not
even
saying don't have a
as I seen the child being born, and I'm still saying, oh, this is, you know, he's so beautiful. Maybe Nia will take some of. Listen, because you know what it is with me, yeah. I just, and remember as well, if you supposedly love that man, that child is still half of that man.
No, sorry, what he done is that I'm just being honest.
I know,
like,
but
it's
in a
gonna take me
but-
time.
yeah, I get that.
Like, I'm
In
not
a
saying not to have a relationship with that child and stuff. Obviously, yeah, the child's beautiful and stuff like that. But they still
Even
done
if they
something
weren't.
wrong to me. So I didn't.
But
the
in
child
a-
didn't do something
in
wrong.
a-
No, as a
And
babe,
the-
in a
the
society, in a
woman and the man,
society, in a
they still done
society
something
where
wrong to me.
people are doing wrong to people every day. Now that's when I get.
That's
the
my
exa-
husband. He's
that's
made-
when
he's
I-
made
but that's when
commitments
I
to
get
me,
the
you know?
example of AIDS. When I now said collect AIDS or collect a child.
No,
out
but
of
in
infidelity, and everyone started
we've
running to-
collected a child. Like,
We've
so
collected,
do you know what I
we've
mean?
collected a child, but it
Yeah.
could have been worse, Toss.
It has
be
been.
so
It's
much-
worse
there's
because
worse
it's
out
split
there.
my marriage up now.
It-
So it is bad.
But I mean,
But
it
then
split
even-
your marriage
okay,
up because
If it's split the
you
marriage,
you allowed it to. I'm
No,
not,
I didn't
I'm-
allow it.
no.
I mean,
No,
obviously,
it's-
let's
it's
not.
split
Let's
the
not.
marriage up because your tolerance for that was
Yeah.
that you wasn't
Yeah,
cheating
yeah.
was not your tolerance
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
So when it came to cheating, you were like, I'm
But-
not interested.
No.
But when it comes to the child now,
Yeah.
the child is an innocent party. The
Yeah,
child doesn't know it.
definitely,
So-
yeah. But
so-
I'm saying I wouldn't go and like naturally be loving towards that
Okay,
child
but
straight away.
when you say
It will
straight
take
away,
time.
I feel
obviously
like
you-
what you're saying.
No, I'm being
knowing
serious,
you as a
because even in-
person,
no, no,
I
no,
just
no,
don't
but
feel
no,
like
when
listen.
you're
that.
saying
In
straight
terms
away,
of,
what do you
like-
mean?
I don't feel like
So
that.
do you mean like,
for example-
if, for example, now like your child was now to meet the other child
Yeah.
and they were gonna go,
It
on,
wouldn't
like
be me taking that child, basically.
but just
it would
say-
be the child's father
Okay,
taking
just say the child's father, and
Yeah.
then your child has now come together and they've
Yeah.
met up or whatever, and then you now come and pick up your child,
Yeah.
and you now see the other child there.
Yeah.
So when you see the other child, are you telling me that you won't be like, you wouldn't have that kind of natural instinct to be
When
like,
that child's
I might say hello,
when that child's
yeah.
coming to you, doesn't know nothing, auntie knows nothing.
And I wouldn't be nasty or nothing like
No,
that.
I know you're not
I'm
going to be
saying-
nasty,
you
but
wouldn't
I
have
still
I won't be.
don't. I just
I won't
don't
be
feel
angry or
like you're
nasty,
going to
but I'm
be.
saying in
think
terms
maybe
of
what
like.
Tosin will do-
Maybe you go home and feel away, but I don't
No.
even.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like that.
I think
I
Tosin
feel
will
like that would
distance
make you
herself.
Yeah.
soft.
No, I think what
I feel
Tosin
like
will
the
do-
child coming to you would actually just make you feel like.
No, I think what Tosin's trying to say is what she will probably do is she will not there will be no issue with her child and that child having a relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
But when it comes to her meeting that
Yeah,
child, she
yeah.
might take time
Yeah.
for her to now meet the other child.
Yeah,
genuinely,
yeah,
I
yeah.
genuinely
So then-
get what
and then
she's
when it
saying,
now
but
comes
I
I
think it
couldn't
would
care
remind
less.
me.
I
of,
couldn't
like,
care less.
the
Of the
issue- yeah.
situation.
I
So
think
I'm saying what
that's
we're
how
saying.
all
Yeah.
of those girls were thinking.
Yeah.
That it's going to remind them, and so for that, they're not even interested in the kid. Period.
No, but that's
that's
just
too
bad.
much.
That's bad.
But there's no
times.
need for
because it's
that.
got nothing to do with the
I
I
child.
mean,
Don't
if,
try
like,
to talk.
like they were saying, everyone takes that type of pain. But what I didn't get, and I'm so sorry for anyone who's gonna come for me, is that men are openly saying now at some point that they are cheating. You know, we was watching that podcast the other day, and they were actually saying, listen, we look at other girls, we do mad things. Some people, they regret it. It's like it's become a cult. It's really become a cultural thing where they. So in a world where we actually know that
girls
these
are
men
becoming more
these men are
accepting of it as well.
cheating. If you're in a marriage, you know, maybe he's even cheated on you before, but is this one because they've had a
Because
baby?
the baby now. Is
I mean,
No, maybe no. If it's a marriage, okay. So for example,
These
it
men are
depends-
cheating.
I personally think it depends on everyone's tolerance level.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
maybe when you're in a relationship, you might now say, okay, I can handle the cheating. But some people might say they can handle the cheating in a relationship. But when they get married, they might now deem it today, and then it's completely different because you've got married in front of people within the eyes of the
men
Lord
don't
and stuff
care
like
about
that.
these things, you
Yeah,
know.
but I'm saying women might have
Oh,
that
no,
kind
yeah,
of.
woman, yeah.
They might have that kind of.
yeah, the woman.
That kind of.
But it's more.
masculine in
I
them.
feel like for
think
women,
it's
yeah,
an
and a lot of it is like, you know, because obviously, you know, I'm talking from. I feel like a lot of women just think, rah, boy, like it's proper embarrassment. And me, one thing I
Yeah.
just don't care
It's
about is what
embarrassment.
somebody thinks about me. I
Yeah.
couldn't care
Probably
less.
think
Do you
it
know
is
why?
about
Because
themselves,
I didn't embarrass myself. That
Yeah, yeah,
person did that
embarrass
to
you,
me.
yeah.
I you
But
know,
people
if I'm-
care too much about what
this
people
is
think.
the
No, but everyone's
problem.
looking for the
This
next
is
piece
the
of
problem.
gossip.
This
and I'm
is
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
the way
in
this
this day
world
and
works,
age,
everyone's
yeah.
looking for the next piece of gossip. So And the reason people are looking for the next piece of gossip because they don't want anyone to have a focus on them.
Yeah,
so if you can now be involved in or talking about the next piece
did
of
you hear
gossip,
what this was?
no,
Yeah.
did you hear what happened
I
there?
feel like
Then
it's
no one
sad.
will
You
now
know why?
be
Like, I
doing that.
try not to participate in those types of things because I've realized in this world, you really can go from zero, from 100 to zero in terms of
Not
you
even
can
that.
have
What
everything, and then tomorrow
you
your
can have
life has changed. And so for me, I'm always like, oh, I feel sorry for that person. If someone comes to come and tell me something really negative about somebody, I'm always looking about, and this is why they say, Mary, you feel for people too much. I'm not entertaining that type of rubbish.
I see them people like, what's wrong with you?
You
like,
understand?
Why
You're
would you even
really
be laughing at
enjoying somebody
pain?
else's pain. Like,
But those people, they just like to talk.
and I always think, what if this happened to me tomorrow?
They will be talking about you as
They don't
well.
care.
If that happened to you as well.
Don't
Yeah,
ever
of
get
course they
twisted. When
would.
people are like that, that's how they are.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
when you're a
definitely.
gossiper and that's all you know,
They
you'll
gossip
just be
about you
gossip.
as well.
So
Yeah.
like you
And
can be
a
in
lot
so
of
many, like,
the
groups and they'll
married
be
the
talking
married
about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
married friends
They
are the
like
ones
to-
I
they-
can't
yeah, they
like
like to
they
do that.
love a
Do
gossip.
they?
Yeah, hundreds. They love that.
The
They'll have
married
their own
people
social
that I
Wow.
do
because
know,
obviously the way they see it,
love
they,
a gossip. They're in a
their
different
own-
world.
No, it's true
Really?
because the way they see it, they're in
Yeah.
their own. They don't think that their own is not.
I'm
is
telling
not
you.
going through
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah.
So they want to now talk about
These
somebody
times,
else's
like
thing.
you guys
It's too
said,
much.
I mean, I'm single and these things are happening to me. But you're married, they're happening to you, and maybe you don't know, but I know.
But everybody,
Wow.
but everybody knows. To be honest, when you're, I'm not even gonna let me just.
So like, so sometimes, everyone should just face their front in
It's not
accordance.
sometimes. It's not sometimes.
Can I just
it's
say
every
that?
time.
Yeah,
Everybody
true,
should face
yeah,
their
you should
front.
mind your
It's
own
never
business.
sometimes. It's always because one thing
I mean,
is
I was
you
trying
never
to
know.
be a bit.
You don't need
nice,
to be
you know.
anything. Everyone should always
Yeah,
face their front.
mind
and
your
you should always
business,
run your.
man.
100%.
You
Everyone
don't
should
know when
always
it's going to
run-
be your turn.
Yeah, and one
for
thing I'll
real.
say straight up is everyone should always run their own race because you do not know what's like you might look at someone and be like, oh, I really want that, and let me get married. I want that because that person has
Oh,
got married.
no
And
way.
then
Rushing
you don't
into
even
it,
know
don't
what's
rush.
going on there.
You
should
don't
never
even know
rush
how
into
that
marriage.
person got into that marriage.
Not even that.
Yeah.
You don't even know what's going on in their relationship. You don't know if that guy.
But I feel
God
like,
forbid, if
do
that
we
guy's
not live
beating
in
you every
do we
day.
not live in an era like we surely know that we shouldn't watch celebrities and think that their
it's
life
not-
is
forget
because
celebrities.
look at Kim
No,
Kardashian and
forget
Kanye West.
but it's
They're
not
now
celebrities.
not together. Like
But it's not
seriously.
celebrities. I'm
Even
talking about people
Krept
in
and
general.
Sasha, I know they're not married, but look how people were so upset when they found out
I
they weren't
mean-
Yeah, that's
together.
because it was
no more.
all. That's because I feel like
People
when
were
things-
heavily
People were
invested.
heavily invested
Yeah.
in it. When you put your stuff on
But
social,
I'm not
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
why.
everyone's really
This
because
is
it's
what
all
I
over
don't know. I
social.
don't agree with
And when
it
everything's on
must,
social,
like
everyone's-
relationships on. Would you put your relationship on social media? Even your marriage, would you?
Oh, what, my wedding?
No,
No,
like
she
just like
means
your
like things-
husband.
Oh,
Like, would
my
you post your
husband.
other half?
I'm not sure if I'll post my other half. I
Yeah,
don't really.
I don't think I
I
could
don't
do
know
it,
if I'll
no.
post it, and I feel like. Again, if I do want to post, it will be my business. But
Yeah, definitely.
this, when you post someone and then everyone, the embarrassment.
when they
When
delete all
something
the pictures on
happens.
Instagram,
No,
and you
not
know they've
even that,
broken
like,
up.
You're posting someone that you think is being loyal to you,
That
and
you
then
think-
everyone
Oh,
else
and then
is
everyone
like,
will
no,
have
that's
to
a whole
message.
nother
Do
story.
you understand?
Everyone
So I
sends you
think
messages.
Yeah.
me, I don't post for protection.
Coming
as
to you as a
well.
woman.
Everyone will be like, I'm just coming to you as a woman to woman. I just want to
Oh
let
my
you know
gosh,
that
yeah.
you're Mike. Is that Mike? Oh, I know him as Tunji.
Oh my days! But then again,
Oh
that's
my
even
gosh,
sometimes
yeah.
that's even a way. Sometimes no, I'm scared so for me for protection as well.
Yeah,
but then
yeah.
some guys as well, they it's
Oh,
for protection. Some of them don't. I mean, it's for protection. Same way that they don't want to post us because they don't know who's gonna come and say anything. Men do it too. They don't
They're not
post.
protecting. They're not protecting us.
They're doing it so that,
they
yeah,
can
they're
also have
citing.
they can have their cake and eat it, not because of
Yeah.
That's
us. They're
true.
doing it so that all the
But
nice
they,
girls that they're
no,
dating
but I do know a
can't
lot
see.
of guys don't post their woman because they don't want that
They don't want the
guy
drama
to
as well.
someone to say, bruv.
I've done
No,
that.
yeah,
to
with
them.
them ones, it's about
I know
someone
Kunle and
hitting.
somebody
Yeah.
smashed that.
Yeah, but
You know
some
that type
some
of
guys are
thing.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
But not every single human. But like I've said, everybody just face your own front and race. What's it called? Do your own race. That's how I believe. Like,
Yeah,
you should
no.
do
Yeah,
that.
don't
So when
let
it comes to
anyone
like
pressure
compulsory
you.
and stuff like that, you shouldn't even feel the pressure
Yeah.
because, like I said, I've got aunties that come to me and say stuff like, "Oh, Aninka," and I just look at them and I laugh, and I'm like, "Auntie,"
Especially when you know what's going on in
Like-
their own lives and stuff, and you think to yourself, like, really, are you really someone that I should be looking up to,
I
or
don't-
should be giving me advice?
I just say to them they should go
I
and talk
mean,
to my mum.
I don't know much about them. I couldn't because I get
No, I
again.
know, like-
Oh, no, I
again,
refer them to my mum.
again,
I go,
don't-
oh, go to my no.
Refer them.
I refer them to my mum. I go, guys, speak to my mum, please. And they won't.
Your own mum's not even giving you
Can you
pressure.
imagine? So I
and
go
then-
that's the
refer them
stress.
to mum. I refer them to
Yeah.
my mum straight. I'm like, guys, speak to her, please. And then they're like, oh no, it's just something. No, speak to her because you know. Anyway, my mum will finish everybody, but they should go and speak to her. But clearly, that's how it is.
I definitely think that taboo's gone. So do you feel have you answered John?
Yeah, I already said like I just said like when I was younger, I was like really bang on, like, you know, I want to get married. This is how I feel like at this age or this age or this age, whatever I was saying in my head. But now, like, my main thing is just like whoever I've decided to be with, I want to make sure that I'm marrying for the right reasons. I don't want to just get married for the sake of having a little tick box that I can, like, you know, when you now go and you're filling an application form, I don't want it to be like, oh, I'm just doing this. I can tick that box saying I'm not single, I am married.
Yeah.
I am with somebody. I don't want that. I want to, if I'm marrying, let me be marrying my best friend. Let me be marrying that we are building together. Let me be marrying that we're doing whatever. Let it not just be that I'm marrying just because I've got 200 aunties in the back saying, Yinka, I want to, don't. I need to get married before anything happens to me. I want to dance at your wedding.
That's what they say. I want to dance at your wedding. They always say that.
I'm like, okay.
I mean, and that's why sometimes I don't think it's always a negative. I do think they really do want the best for us.
Yeah.
But then it's not. They have to understand, especially in a world where I'm sure it's not just your house they're going to and saying this. They've probably got 5 other people's houses that the person is single. Hence why a lot of, I know Nigerians do it. They want to like hook you up with, I have one brother.
Oh my God, that's the funny one.
My little cousin.
Do you remember that lady?
Don't make me laugh. I've got one nephew. What does he do? Oh, he plays music. Okay.
Man said he plays music.
That mean then? Auntie, so what you want?
He's a musician.
He's a musician. He's very fine boy. And you are fine girl. Oh, let me even get his number, okay?
I mean, they I feel like some of them, they've got their good intentions. They've got their best interest in heart.
Some of them are just being nosy. They're being nosy.
Yeah.
Being nosy, but they should know by now that, hi, there's a lot of us. That's why I feel so, you know, the way when they call me and because it's like, I'm going to now name 7 of us, even 27. All of us are in the same boat, auntie, and they're like, it's true, this man are motherfuckers. One of my aunties will say, this man are motherfuckers. And I'll be like, exactly, auntie, that's exactly how it is.
No,
but
you know,
for me,
that's the way the life is.
Exactly.
do I feel like marriage is compulsory? You know, I've never, ever been that girl to be thinking, like you said, about marriage. I've never looked at it like that. You know, I was fortunate for, my mum married, and my mum actually got married at a later, she got married quite later on in life, so I was even able to witness it. And may her soul rest in peace. I was really happy for her, but I don't know, I've never been like that. I've never looked at it and felt like marriage. Although, don't get it twisted, you know, I've actually even had proposals, and this is it. When I was, yes, I have. When I was younger,
I'm not. Oh my God. Why are you laughing? You always make it seem like I'm saying something.
When I was younger, a man would even need to go and
Well, they've
speak
never
to
got down on my knee.
No,
Did you get a ring?
No, they go and speak to my mum first. Then my mum lets them know that she's not like.
Them kind of ones.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I get what you meant. Okay.
No, but it's proper, because if
then you would have got.
If my mum then would have given them the go ahead, then it would have been like, okay. But my mum, I feel like she even knew the daughter that she had. She would be like,
say no.
No, she's not. My mum just kind of used to just say she's not there yet. And I never really understood what she was saying. I think I did, because I'm still not here yet. I still don't know. For me, I feel like I have to just take that marriage title out of it. And then I just have to think about long-term friendship. And then it's going to make more sense to me. So if I take marriage out of it and I just say, like, can I do a long-term friendship with somebody? I'm a very, very good friend.
Yeah.
And I feel like that gives me a better insight to it. Marriage, would I say is daunting for me, or is it a bit scary? I think for me, yeah, because like I said, I'm not afraid to divorce somebody, and I don't want to be marrying someone then divorcing them. I don't think there's a real point in doing that. And so I feel like that is it for me. It's the worry that if something happens and I'm not okay with it, you know, there's some girls that will stay, and I'm not that girl. And I love the fact that my dad knows I'm not that girl. He will know that. I think even when you come to my dad will even like mask you in a way where, she doesn't really take nonsense. So it's like, she don't really take nonsense. So, you know, like, you've got to just I don't know, but for me, I've never seen it like that. Is marriage compulsory? I don't mind. I think like if I look at it in a different perspective, I don't mind. Of course, everyone wants to get married, but I've never seen it as something compulsory because I've never really looked at it. I've never looked at all this fairy tale stuff, and I feel like big compromise and big communication is gonna have to go into this whole marriage thing, and you have to be ready. You have to work on yourself. You can't bring two people that are very much hurt or broken into a marriage because I don't personally think it's gonna work. So for me, it's gonna take a lot. But if it's the right person, then I mean we can move.
Yeah.
And you, Tosin, have you said your own?
Yeah, already. I went
Okay.
first.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah, you
she
did, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so I think we kind of summed that one up. That was a good one. I feel like a lot of people relate to it, like, you know what I mean? Especially people like in our kind of age group that aren't like the same as us that aren't married yet. So.
But do you feel like anybody needs to be worried that marriage is not here yet?
No, because it's not going to kill you.
Yeah,
if
it's
you
not.
don't
You're
get
gonna
married.
still live your life.
I mean,
It's not gonna change
some
it.
people really do think it's gonna kill them.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
no,
it's
it's not going to kill them.
It's not
And
gonna
I
kill-
have
you
a lot
can-
of friends that
They're
like,
quite anxious.
I'm
Isn't
very
it?
anxious because it's what I thought. A lot of my friends that are anxious, I found that they're the friends that don't have kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're very
Oh,
anxious
that's
about
another-
not.
yeah.
Yeah. So but I say to them all the time, like obviously I'm not saying I'm happy, like, do you know what I mean? But I say, like, what would you prefer, like, to be in my situation where like you've got kids and you're not with that person anymore, and then like you're then having to start again and look for someone. Well, not look for someone, but you get what I mean, meet someone new, or to start afresh with someone that you're actually gonna like proper love and be with forever. Like, take your time. Like, it's not
Okay,
running
definitely
away.
take your time, but you know, like, I mean, example, I've got friends in the age bracket of, I'm not going to talk about my younger friends. I'm going to talk about, okay, so like 30 to like 37, yeah? Okay, when you're hitting off, we've got to now think about menopause as well. It's not just about take your time.
Okay.
This is
alright.
why I feel like a lot of women are getting anxious. And it's
Yeah.
like, at this point, what do they now do?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
then
it's
it depends.
I think it's an individual thing as well, though. Do you know? What
It's
I mean?
like it depends on what you want.
Yeah.
Some
Some people don't want kids.
Some people,
some
some
people-
people. I know I've had a couple of discussions where certain people have gone to freeze their eggs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like that's quite a responsible thing to
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
is.
definitely. Yeah.
I feel like at some point, even though I actually have a child, I might even look into it because even after having a child, if I feel like, yeah, I want another child, I'm still not sure if I'm still gonna find. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
that
Well,
guy.
you mean like anytime soon? You mean like to find
Yeah,
someone?
do you
okay, and then have
understand? So
another
then there's a
pregnancy.
gap of like 10 years. And then, listen, when I was having my baby, midwives were telling me that what were they calling me?
An older mum. They said that to me as well.
They were calling
and
me
I was
older mum.
27 or something.
But that's
like
because that's because of how this is.
I
you
just
need to
couldn't
remember
believe
though.
it.
Yeah.
That's because how this society sees
Yeah.
things and stuff like that. Like, okay, there's women in Africa that are having kids at like 45.
And here as well, and here.
But
Yeah.
like they don't. If like when
Even
you're
older than that.
when you're over a certain age, like
Yeah.
in the UK, they see you as an at-risk parent.
Yeah,
an
yeah,
at-risk
yeah.
mum.
And,
It was
and they're
like
covering
that. It was
themselves,
they're
you know,
covering
when they're
themselves.
doing that.
They
They're
say that's
covering
why they're doing
themselves
it.
because if
It's
anything
giving
happens
me
to your
stress,
child or you.
and then they will come and be like, I'm confused. Like, it says here older mum, but you look like you're like 21.
Yeah, that's what they.
And I'm just
but
like,
they have to do. But what
I'm
Tosin
not
said
sure
is
why
correct.
you
Yeah, yeah, they're covering
They have to
themselves.
do. What Tosin said is correct. They have to do it to cover themselves because of obviously with age,
Yeah.
like certain things
More
like your
things.
eggs and stuff like that will now start declining. So
Yeah.
they need to now put things in the notes like you're an older mum. So if God forbid any
Anything
complications
happens,
happen,
yeah.
they can now be like, well,
It's because of this. Yes.
They have to write those kind of things
Yeah.
down. But like, and that's where all that peer pressure is coming onto people because people are now thinking, I'm older, I'm getting to this thing, it's like it's getting them all anxious. And then
Yeah.
obviously when you're seeing things like on the TV or you're listening to things, and then like a woman has gone in and she's like maybe 29, and then you're watching it like those things. I forgot what channel it is where they talk about like people coming in for like pregnancies and stuff like that,
Okay.
like these shows, and
Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
like 29, and they're like, oh,
One born every minute.
Yeah, like our older
I was
mum has
addicted to
come-
that
our
when I
older
was
mum has
pregnant.
come in.
so addicted.
Yeah,
Do
our
they
older
even
mums
do
come
that
in.
anymore?
Yeah, like,
I don't
it's- I
know.
think they still do it, but I don't even
Yeah.
know. But they'll be like, older mums come in and so forth. And
Yeah.
imagine you're seeing, they're saying a 29-year-old woman.
Yeah.
is an older
27,
mum-
28.
Imagine how that would
And
make
you are
someone feel
32.
and you haven't had a
Yeah, you're
child.
32, you haven't had a child.
Yeah, they
How,
don't think
how
about
it,
what the
no,
stuff
it
that
made
they
me
say.
feel mad. I think I was 30 or 30. What
Yeah,
it
but it'll
made me
panic
feel
you.
mad when they were saying older mum. I
But that's
said,
how we have to
yeah,
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
did you? I'm sorry. I kept asking them, sorry, why do you keep calling me this? They were just busting
But
up. They
that's
were like,
how.
no,
But that's
Mary,
how they
we're
have to
not
do it in
saying
this
you
you
have
look
to,
old,
yeah.
In this country,
but
they have to do it like
Yeah.
that anyway.
they
But that's
categorize
how-
it.
Yeah.
But I feel like within this country, that's how you will get anxious. You will have that because you're seeing
Yes,
things on the
exactly,
TV.
yeah.
You're seeing all those kind of
I
things.
mean,
where
that's
they're doing
that's
those
yeah.
things.
that's
And it
definitely another
stresses you.
topic for us, like how
Yeah.
women are feeling,
and stuff like that.
not having kids.
But then in
yeah,
relation
yeah.
to
So
that,
we'll
Yeah.
definitely
relation to
we'll
things
touch
like
on stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that
freezing
as
eggs
well
and stuff.
because
That is like a.
It's
decent
very
path to go down. It's a
responsible.
very
Can
responsible.
you do
path
that
to
on
go
the
Thanks,
down.
guys.
NHS?
Nope, you can't do that on the NHS.
Oh wow.
Well,
So
you
you
can't-
said then that
no,
comes
you
into
can
it
do
as
it on
well.
the
sorry,
NHS.
I need my
But it
props.
depends.
I'm very
On your age
No,
or
no, you can do it on the
Sorry?
NHS.
You know,
But
you said
freezing
that
eggs,
is
we
very-
all know about
I
that.
mean, but I said this. So
Oh please.
Can you,
Anyway,
Huh?
freeze.
Give me
Ignore her.
my
Why do you
props.
listen when she talks like this?
can you not give me my props for educating my not educating?
But they
sorry,
already
girls,
knew. I'm
but just
sure
think
most
some people
know.
might not know.
Okay, well, freezing eggs.
planning
Yeah.
to do
Okay,
it
Can you
anyway.
do it on the
I don't
NHS?
think you can do it on the NHS unless there's a situation. So, like, you know, for example, like, God forbid you have something like a cancer or something
Yeah.
like that, then they might now give it to you on the NHS.
This is why we
Okay.
gotta
If
marry
it's-
rich.
Is it affordable?
Yeah, but if it, I think it's
I
like
mean-
10 grand and then
Huh?
you've got to pay like a certain amount every
Wow.
year.
So imagine that comes into it as well, because then imagine you don't
This
have
is why
10
we
grand.
say
Yeah.
marry
like
boyfriend
that.
rich, date rich.
So, stuff
Go
like
and
that.
freeze
But
your
it's not,
eggs.
it is an expensive process.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
But obviously, at least you know you've got the eggs there, and it is an expensive process. And like, I
I
don't
mean,
know how
in
much
our
it
group
is.
chat, not to be like instead of talking about what that girl looks like on Instagram, you know, these are the
can talk
things
about
that me
those
and
kind
my
of things.
girls talk about, like things like that are going to
your
be
friends
productive.
group chat?
Yeah, that
Oh,
are going to be
okay.
productive to you guys later on.
Yeah,
no,
we
not
said-
about
talk
somebody's
about that
bum.
sometimes.
Who's got time to be talking
I
about
mean,
people, man?
some
But
people
people
do.
do have time to do that. But anyway, in relation to all those kind of things, like,
I mean,
it's
we
just a
will
thing
we
to
will
look into.
definitely touch on. I feel like
It
this
is a
is an
thing to look
important
into.
subject to talk
It's
about.
definitely touchy. Yeah.
So we will
Yeah.
touch on it again, guys, and obviously just let us know in the comments what you feel and want us to speak about and
Yeah.
things like that. I feel like we're really running out of the.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Yeah. I
do
think we should wrap it up.
do we
No,
do we talk about the discuss?
we'll bring that
or
question.
do we just?
We'll add it into
or-
another
Yeah.
session.
No, I'm saying, do we talk? Do we get the comment, or should we just wait for the next
We
episode?
can
wait-
wait for the next
We'll
episode.
wait for the next one
Yeah.
to add it in, so that like so that we can like talk about it properly
In depth,
because we
yeah.
in depth because we
no.
spent
What
time.
I'm saying is our question from the audience.
Yeah,
Are we
yeah.
off the time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so we can't.
You're not understanding.
I'm sorry,
So,
guys.
so basically,
I haven't.
Normally,
Yeah.
our concept is we'll talk about a topic that we've been
Question
talking
of
about
the day
today,
from the
and
audience.
then we'll have a question
Yeah.
of the day for the audience that an audience member has told us about. But for
Yeah.
this one, unfortunately,
We got
can't
really
do that
passionate
'cause we
about
got really
this,
passionate
yeah.
about the main topic about marriage being compulsory. So don't
Yeah.
worry, guys. In our next session,
got
we
you.
will make sure that we keep 2 times and that we will make sure that we like talk about the question of the day. We ain't
Yeah.
gonna forget that. So
Yeah.
that's what we were trying to say.
Oh.
So
And I didn't get it.
but Mary's got it now, so we're all cool. Everything's cushy. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to do what you gotta do. You gotta comment, like, and subscribe. The subscribe button is somewhere,
Down
as per
there.
usual, down there. I'm always pointing. Yeah, I know it's somewhere down there.
I mean,
but yeah.
we are reading the comments as well.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
we're extremely grateful, and the dilemmas as well.
Oh,
Throw
Yeah,
me your
they're coming through.
dilemmas.
Don't worry. A little segment is coming soon. We're just preparing everything. We're working behind the scenes, so
Yeah.
don't worry, guys.
And if you've got any dilemmas, send them to our email address. That everything will be down below.
Yep, or DM us on the Instagram page.
Yeah, the Iku Sistaz.
Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for watching.
Thank
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.